Hello everyone. This is Jen with Jen's Den Art. Today is In the Den with Jen, episode number 35. Can you believe I've been doing this for 35 weeks already? Or more than that, actually, because we've done this before, but then we renamed it something else. So, yeah, super fun. Come on in, everyone. Say hello when you get here. First thing is I need to know, can you hear me and can you see me okay? So let me know if my volume is working. Hello, Miss Sue. Let me know if you can hear me. Sometimes that's an issue. Hi, Tracy. Come on in, come on in. Hello. Yes, hear me and see me perfect. Yay. Yes and yes. Thank you. Hi, Michael. How are you? So today, what we are doing is we are prepping and preparing for our holiday reversibles pop-up paint party that starts this Sunday night. And hello from Louisiana. Hi, I'm from Louisiana too, Sherry. Nice to see you here. We have a beautiful day today here in Louisiana. The weather is cooperating and it's not 100 degrees outside, so it's super nice. We are enjoying it here. Tell us where you're watching from. Hello, Carol and Shay. Hi, Teresa. Hello, Pat from New York and Phyllis. Thank y'all all for coming on today. We have a lot of fun things that we are going to talk about today. This is kind of like a dual purpose video. I am streaming live on Jen's Den Art Facebook page and also on my YouTube channel. And this video will be shared in our Holiday Reversibles pop-up paint party group as well, because there's information that's going to be shared on here today that's going to help you in preparing your board for the actual event. Sue is watching from Jasper, Alabama. All right, Indiana. Miss Phyllis is in Indiana and Ellen is in Alabama. Yay. And Pamela is in Virginia. Elaine is in North Carolina, New Mexico, Mississippi. We might have all of the states represented here today. I don't know. Let's see how that goes. I'm so excited. Yay. Yes. Y'all like my apron? This was a gift from one of my members for my In the Den with Jens. Isn't it cute? I love it. Kentucky and Georgia. Yay. I'm so excited for y'all. Tennessee, keep it coming. I love it. Some of y'all get to y'all meet up with each other on these lives like this and you comment and you're like, hey, wait a minute. You just live like 30 minutes away from me, you know? So it's so much fun because some people make great friends this way. So I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Here is my Holiday Reversibles pop-up paint party reversible. Okay, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to pick it up really quick, and then we're going to talk about the prep work that I'm doing today with all of you. So this is, if you have not heard all of my videos yet, I'm going to pick it up real quick so y'all can see it. This is 4 feet tall, okay? It is a 4-foot board, 48 inches, and it is 12 inches wide. So it is 1 foot wide and 12 inches, 48 inches tall, okay? It is a piece of board that is about 1 inch thick, and on the opposite side is the Christmas side. So this is basically a porch leaner that doesn't look like everybody else's porch leaner that you see in every neighborhood, right? They all look the same. Well, we're going to create something that's different, that will be unique, and people will be saying, where did you get that from? I love it. And they're going to ask you to make them one, and you're going to be able to sell it to them and say, look at this. This is a unique piece. Or you can just make one for your friends, make one for yourself, make some for gifts, all of those things. This is just going to be so much fun. It's going to be a step-by-step tutorial process over the course of 4 days, starting on August 25th and going all the way to August 28th. So every night at 7 p.m., I'm going to be going live, giving you step-by-step process on painting this. But the 4 days is really not enough to get in all of the information that you need, because this is a really big project, okay? So what I started doing this week is I'm doing some preliminary videos for all of you to get all of that prep work done, okay? We've already done where to find the board. We've already done, answered the questions on how to sign up and all of that stuff. But I'm going to drop the link here just in case you want to sign up. It's only $20, y'all. And you have 1 year access to the videos. I have a piece of paper stuck under my foot. You have 1 year access to the videos, but you have the downloadables are yours forever. Once you download them, they are yours. Okay, so all of the templates you have access to for life. But like I said, the videos are for 1 solid year. You have access to them. Unless you're a Jen's Den VIP Den member, you have access to all of the information as long as you are a member, and it's all free to you in the online classroom. Okay, so that hopefully answers some of the questions already. And what we're going to do today is we are going to take a plain board that has not been painted on yet. So I'm going to switch this out. Here's my new board that we are going to start all of the tutorials with. And I'm going to lay it down on here. Y'all know how hard this is to get the whole 4 feet into a video? It's not easy. Okay, so this board has been prepped already with clear gesso. It has been prepped already with clear gesso. I did not want to cover up the wood base. I like rustic. If you've been following me for long enough, you know how much I like rustic wood, kind of, just like kind of vintage beat up stuff. Okay. So yes. So Teresa says, how much would you sell these for? It really depends on supply and demand. So some people are asking me to sell these, and for me, if there's too many orders, then I'm going to go up on the price to slow down on the orders. See what I'm saying? So right now I have one that is a custom order, and I charge $200 for one of them, but it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. Anywhere from $100 to $300 to me would be a good price, right? So it just totally depends. Everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to be different. All right. So, yes, when do we get the templates for the tags? They are coming. I am still working. We had a bad day the other day. We had no electricity. I couldn't get anything uploaded. I couldn't do any of that stuff. So they are coming. The tags are ready. Okay. The videos are almost done. I have one more to do. And then I'm going to give it all to you at one time. I don't want to give you pieces and then you're searching for all of it all over the place. So let me finish making the videos for that. And then I will give you one big email with everything. And it'll probably be ready tomorrow because I only have one more video to make for that. So good. All right. All right. So hello, Becky. Great to see you here. Okay. So again, primed already with gesso. Some of you may want to gesso it with white. White is great as well. All right. Whatever you want is totally up to you. You can even gesso it. I have an orange gesso. You might want to gesso with orange. So some of you might not even want to gesso. It's totally up to you. The only thing that gesso is going to do for you is it's going to make your painting experience a little better because the paint's not going to get absorbed into the wood. You know how wood is, when you wet wood, it just absorbs and the wood gets wet. Okay. So if you don't want your paint to get absorbed into the wood, then you would want to it's just like a sealer. Okay, it's a sealer. It's a protection between the paint and the wood to stop the paint from going into the wood. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. All right, so this is what we're going to do today. And I'm going to, yes, how do you prime it? Gesso. Gesso is your primer. Just get some gesso, either white or I used clear. Okay, what did I do with my Pyrrol red? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time so y'all can follow me clearly here. I am going to mix two colors together, and this is why I'm going to do that. So if you haven't been following me and you don't know how I'm like in this phase right now of having an underpainting on my paintings, okay, starting with something other than white on my canvas. So one of the underpaintings that is one of my favorite is a really bright, vibrant orange or hot pink or something like that. So what I wanted to do, because this was going to incorporate both Thanksgiving and Christmas, I did not want to go with just an orange or just a red, because when I think Thanksgiving, I'm thinking a lot of oranges and all of that. But when I'm thinking Christmas, I'm thinking a lot of reds. So I was like, well, I don't want to do one or the other. So let's just mix the two colors together. And then I will have kind of like an orangey red that will work really well with the eyes on both the fall side and the Christmas side. So when you're on the fall side, you'll be able to pull out some of those orange undertones. Your eyes are just going to do that. Okay. But then when you're on the Christmas side, that underpainting is going to pull out some of those red colors. Okay. So even without us trying to do that, it's going to work great. So basically my underpainting is going to be a mixture of both orange and red. The two colors that I have chose for this is Pyrrol red and cadmium orange. Okay, you don't have to use the exact colors. You don't even have to have two paints. You could use any paints that you have. If it's a little bottle, if it's a craft paint, that's fine. You can use Deco Art. I don't know all the brands. I don't buy craft paints anymore. But these are the two that I'm going to use. So I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to take my Pyrrol red and I'm going to, can y'all see that color? How gorgeous that is. Look how bright red it is. It's a super bright, it's almost like a neon red, if there is such a thing as neon red. And then I'm also going to take my cadmium orange. And I'm probably going to need a little bit more red. So I'm going to put some of the more of that in there. Kind of like 50-50 of each color is what I'm doing. And I'm going to mix these two colors together. And the red is going to naturally be stronger. Okay, the red's going to be stronger. But that orange is going to come through. I'm going to go a little bit more orange. That orange is going to come through. You're going to be able to see it. It just might not really show that much at first. Not until you start putting the pumpkins on, then you'll actually start seeing that color. Okay, so that's a beautiful color. All right. I'm just cleaning off my palette knife that I use to mix with. I'm not really trying to apply the paint yet. Let me get a rag here. Okay. Pyrrol red. Yes, yes. Please spell which red it is. Pyrrol. Pyrrole. Yes, thank you, Cindy. All right, so I'm going to use a pretty big brush just because, see how big this board is? I need a pretty big brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my water. Let's see, I have a water jug right here, or a little thing of water. And I'm going to dip it in the water. And I'm just going to start applying the color on the board. Just basically painting the whole board red. I like it with a little bit of water in it because you can still see some of the wood grain. I know some of you don't really care for the knots and all of that kind of stuff in the wood. I love that. That's one of the things that I really like, is being able to see the actual wood in the painting. If you've been following me for a while, you know sometimes I even sand my paintings down after I'm done with them so that some of the wood grain can show through the painting, into the painting. So this is step 2 of the prepping process. Step 1 was gessoing my board. And step 2 is putting my underpainting. And I'm going to show y'all again what the underpainting does to the actual final product in just a minute. I'm even going to do my sides. So I'm going to turn it on its side. It doesn't have to be, notice that, there's a little bit of wood showing through. I don't mind that. It does not have to be covered completely. But before I flip it over, I'm going to have to let this side dry, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, I've got to let it dry because I don't want it to stick to my table here. All right, so step 2 is done. I'm going to turn it over in just a little bit, and I'm going to do the second side as well. But that's it. That's all I have to do. I'm going to do this on both sides and the sides as well. The top, the sides, everything. So because I have to let it dry before I do the second side, I mean, I could stand it up and do it really fast, but I'm not. I'm just going to wait. So you see that color? You see how beautiful that color is? I want to show you, if I can, let me go ahead and move this. I'm going to stand this up and let it dry over here. Okay, I'm going to put this one back so you can see it in this video here. Okay, so I'm trying to get you to see, you see how the edges of the pumpkin have that red line in them? That's where the underpainting is going to come in. Okay, if you don't do that red underpainting, that orange red underpainting, you are not going to see all of these little red additions that are in here. All right, I'm going to show you some more of it. Look, you see right here in the pine cone? You see how the pine cone has some little red dots? That's the underpainting. That's the first part of the painting. That is what we just did. All right, I'm going to let you see some more of it so you can see how much it makes a difference. Look right here. You can see some of that orange coming through or that red coming through. All right, show it to you some more. See how it pops? Again, look at all that red coming through. Okay. And then look on the other side. See how when you're looking at this one, it kind of pulls your eyes into the orange. I see more orange in the underpainting on this side. But then when you flip it over, look what color the underpainting looks like now. See right here? See how pretty that is? You can see some of it in the green right there. That is what it's going to do. Okay, that is what it's going to do. It is definitely your decision whether you want to put that underpainting or not. But I personally love it. It's a technique that I have really incorporated into my pieces, and it's made a huge difference to me. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So see how pretty that is? I want you to see how that red just shines through. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this right here on this side for just a minute. I'm going to take a second to answer some questions, and then we're going to look at the templates that you're provided with, and we're going to talk about what to do with the templates as well. So give me just a minute to look at the questions. What colors can I use if you don't have the ones? Just some reddish orange. Just some reddish orange. Okay. Another color that would probably work really well is, I have it right here. Where is it? It's a red. It is a red. Here it is. Cadmium red light. Okay, cadmium red light is kind of the same. Let me put it right here so y'all can see it better. Cadmium red light, you see how it's kind of reddish orange? So you can use something like that. Just something that's reddish orange. Something that has red and orange in it. Okay? So what is the dose of your board? I want to do the class, but I want to make sure I can get the board. I have everything else. My neighbors would love it. Okay. I think you mean what is the size of my board? And it is 12 inches wide and 48 inches tall. I have a video of me at Home Depot showing you exactly where the boards can be found. They are called a common board. You can find them at Home Depot. My Home Depot, it was $17 for the board. Somebody else posted in the Facebook group that they bought theirs in, I think it was Indiana, and it was only $13 for the same exact board. So it just depends on where you live, because wood is more expensive in some areas than it is other areas. Supply and demand has a big a big say in all of that. So Home Depot, Lowe's, somebody else said Menards. We don't have a Menards around here, so I don't really know much about that. A local home improvement store, anything like that would work. Did you say you could use Mod Podge or a sealer instead of gesso? Yes, you can. Cadmium red light. Make painting pop with the underpainting. Where is the best place to get clear prep? I bought mine at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, or I usually order most of my stuff on Blick.com. Okay, is the tan being painted as you paint on Jex? I don't know what that means. Is the tan being painted? Doris, I don't understand that question. I'm sorry. Is the tan being painted as you paint? Oh, are you talking about the yellow? The yellow? That's yellow. That is yellow ochre. I think that's what you're talking about, right? On the supply list, okay, let me show you this. On the supply list, I printed it out in black and white because I didn't want to waste my color ink. On your supply list, you get this supply list when you sign up. Titanium white, Mars black, Pyrrole red, cadmium orange, cadmium yellow light, burnt sienna or red ochre, burnt umber, sap green hue, lime green, oops, y'all can't see that anymore, and yellow ochre. Y'all, if there's one color that I ask you to buy that's gonna make a difference in your painting, it is that yellow ochre. Yellow ochre it's actually the background color. This is the one I'm using from Hobby Lobby. It is kind of like a golden yellow, but when you add white to it, this is the color you get. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. She said she would finish the videos tonight and send an email with all that info. Yes, yes. Looking for the template. Where can I find it? So the template for this is in a bunch of places. It's in the email that you got when you signed up. It's in the HR hub that you got a link to when you signed up in that email. It's also in the Facebook group that you joined when you signed up. So in the guides. So there's a bunch of different places where you can find the templates. You just have to go and search for them. Okay, just go ahead and search for them. Look in the guides. Guide 1 has all of the downloadables in the Facebook group. I created an HR hub, which is basically a web page. Instead of using Facebook, you don't even have to use Facebook to be a part of this pop-up paint party. Not everybody likes Facebook, including myself, but I know it's where most people like to go to join in on the lives and be a part of a community, but you do not have to. My website that I use that is not connected to Facebook is going to have every single video, every single download, and it actually has a community on that website as well. So you do not have to be a part of Facebook at all to be a part of this pop-up paint party. That's just an extra bonus for those of y'all who like to be a part of the live experience. Facebook is going to be the only place that I am going to be able to have the live experience with the comments going on the side. But after the lives are done, everything is going to be housed on a website that's not connected to Facebook. Okay? It's better for all of us, believe me, because I don't own what happens on this platform. I do own what happens on my website. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. If you have not joined yet and you want to join, you can click this link. No, you can't click the link, but you can type in jensdenart.com. It's only $20 to get all of this information. Only $20. Okay, basically like $10 a side of the board. If you go to jensdenart.com, which is scrolling by right here, right when you go to that website, you'll see the link to join. So you can go ahead and click on that and join. No, Bobby, this is not a replay. This is live right now. I am live right now in my studio showing you how to do all of this stuff. Any more questions? Any more questions? Okay, so here I want to share with you the next part that you're going to want to do after you get your board all finished. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take, it's 10 pages, y'all, for one template. If you're doing the 12 by 48, which is, of course, what I am doing. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take my template and I'm going to put it together. I'm only going to do the fall side right now because I didn't print out the Christmas side. So the fall side is a little bit more difficult than the Christmas side. So I'm just going to cut along the lines here just to make it a little easier to handle and to work with. And I'm going to have to figure out how it all goes together as I'm going. So this one says 1 of 5. So this one says 2 of 4. I don't know what this one says. I took it off. So we're going to have to put this puzzle together. 2 of 5. And then we're going to tape it up. That one goes right there, I can tell. That one's way up here. This one's right here. We're gonna play, here we go. Those two go together. Okay, so let's look at the numbers. When you print it out, there's actually some numbers. It says 2 of 1 and all that good stuff, 2, 1. So if you were following the numbers, this is the ones right here, 1 and 2 is the ones. So the second number, if you're following the numbers, the second number is the actual row, okay? So this has a 1-2. So the first number is the column, and there's going to be 2 columns. You're going to have a 1 down here. That's your first column, straight up and down. And then the second number is going to be the row. There are 5 rows. So there are 10 sheets of paper that I am putting together here. Okay, so this one said 1, 2. So what 1, 2 means is it's at the first column and the second row. 1 means column, 2 means row. You don't have to know that. You could just puzzle it together. I'm just giving you a little bit of my math background because I was a professional math teacher for 30 years, or 25 years to be exact. Okay, this says 2, 2. So I'm going to put the second row in the second column right there. And that's going to go together. Then my next one, you can just kind of tell by the shape of everything what it's going to be. Okay, so this one's going to go here. And then my last one is 2, 3, which is the second column and the third row. Okay, so this is how it's all going to fit together. And what I'm going to do now, once I get it all together, I'm going to take my tape. I had my tape just a second ago. Do y'all see my tape? Y'all know how many times this happens a day that I lose my tape? All right, so this is basically what it's going to look like. I'm going to tape all of this together. And you don't have to tape it all together, but you just may want to. And the more tape you use, the better. Because when you pick it up, you don't want it to move all over the place. Get that in there. I have a piece missing. Uh-oh, my printer must have run out of paper. Oh no, here it is. I was like, my printer must have run out of paper or something. But there it is. Oh, there's my other tape. It's on the floor. There we go, on the floor again. Okay. So that's close to being what we need here. My tape does not make it. It doesn't want to stay on the table. So here we go. We have our template all taped together. Beautiful template all taped together. And now what you would do is you would take your, there's a number of different ways you can do this next part, okay? Once your board is dry, which mine is not, it's still wet. Once your board is dry, I would let it dry overnight, or at least for 4 or 5 hours, because mine's still wet. I just put my hand all in it. And let's see. Okay. So once you get your template done, you're gonna want to use some transfer paper. Now this is a very small piece of transfer paper. You can use transfer paper. I'm going to start by explaining the transfer paper. Okay, it's also called carbon paper. Okay, and you can get it in different colors. You can get white, or you can get black, or you can get any color you want. So any color is actually going to work on this because you're not starting with a white surface. So white would work as well if you want to use white. It doesn't really matter. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your transfer paper like this on top of, there's my tape again, on top of the board. And you're going to make sure you have the side that is, let me show y'all down here so you can see better. Make sure you have the side that is the transfer side. You're going to put that down, and then you're going to put your template on top of it. Okay, not on this board. You're going to put it on this board right here. Okay, so you're going to have this board down. Mine is still wet, so I'm not going to do it for you right now. But I'll do it again. I'll make a video and I'll do the whole thing. I'll actually do the Christmas and the fall side. For those of you who have registered, I'm going to show you step by step how to transfer this. But right now I'm just giving you like a quick demo in case you want to start working on that. Because I know that there's a lot of y'all that are already in the group that are like itching to get started to prep their board. So that's why I decided to do this for y'all today. So I like to take an ink pen because it has a hard tip. And not only because it has a hard tip, but if I use an ink pen and I just press hard and I trace on all of the lines, because it's an ink pen, it leaves a mark, it leaves an ink mark, so I can see where I traced and where I didn't trace, so that I know if I'm done or not, okay? So I like to do that. If you do not have the carbon paper or the transfer paper, you can take the back side of your template and you can color in the marks with like a pencil. You can color it in like this with a pencil, or like I have, here you go. I have these charcoal pencils that would work even better. So you can just color in like where all the marks are. And then after you do that and you color it all in, then just turn it over and trace. And those marks that you made, they act as a transfer for you. Okay, they act as a transfer for you. So that will work as well. So you don't have to go out and buy carbon paper. Okay, so yes, great idea. Chalk works too. Absolutely. If you have chalk, everybody has chalk, right? I do. I just don't know where it is at the moment. Where is my chalk? It's somewhere in one of these bins. Yes, I have chalk. I have all different color chalks. Got it. I understand. Okay, I try to tape the template on the board, then do the transfer. I tried to tape the template. Yes, that is a good idea, Michael. Great idea. So before you start transferring, once you put the template down, you might want to take a couple of pieces of tape, maybe at the top or on the sides or wherever you want. I'm going to do it at the top here. Let's see if I can get y'all to see it. Put you some pieces of tape to secure the paper to the board. If you put some pieces of tape to secure the paper to the board, then what's going to happen is when you pull your template up to do your transfer, the paper is not going to move. It's going to stay in the same position. At least it should. Just make sure you tape it well enough to do that. Okay? And so taping the template down to the board will definitely help keep it in the same place during your transfer process. All right? Michael, come on and paint with us, my friend. You know we'll cheer you up. I love puzzles, but thanks for explaining. Yeah, I get it. It is putting a puzzle together, right? Sandy, we are definitely praying for you and your daughter. Bless your heart. The pen really helps. Yes, I do like the pen as well. So I'm going to put the link again in the comments for those of y'all. If y'all haven't joined yet, y'all, look, you can't go wrong with this. I'm not going to lie to you. You get access to all the videos. This is a very, very, very unique painting. I'll show it to you again so you can see it right there. That's only one of the sides. There's so much you can do with this. You have the rights to, when you purchase this, you have the rights to sell this if you want. You have the rights to have a paint party if you want in your local town. Okay, I just ask that you don't do anything online. Okay, everything online is not permitted with my tutorials, but anything locally, or if you want to sell anything that you do with my tutorials, you are more than happy to take what you've learned from this, because this is my design. I designed this. I didn't copy it from anybody. It's actually created from scratch by me, both of these sides. So yeah, you would be purchasing the rights to use the design, and of course I give you the tutorials to go with it and all the templates and all that good stuff. Okay. Jen will make you laugh, and Michael will pray you will love it. I do make y'all laugh, don't I? Because I'm a little klutz most of the time. Yes. Oh, and something else that you would be glad to know. Cindy could help me answer this. We provide templates for all different sizes. So you don't have to paint it this size. We have templates for 6 by 12 if you want to do a smaller one. We have templates for 10 by 36. We have templates for 12 by 36. I don't know. Some people are making some even bigger or smaller or all different sizes. We provide a variety of templates. So you don't have to use just this side. All of those templates are downloadable. They are PDF files. You have access to them. If you download them, they're yours. You get to keep them. Okay? No, ma'am, it is not too late to join, Miss Mary. We don't start until Sunday night. We don't actually start with the painting process until Sunday night. So I just dropped the link in there again for those Those painting behind you are beautiful. Are they offered in your paid group? So far in my paid group, thank you, by the way. In my paid group, we have done this one. So far. We've done this one in my paid group. And we are going to be, this is my Garden Girl series that I'm working on. We are going to be painting the other ones as well, just not all in the same month, because I don't want to do all of them. Maybe I'm wrong for feeling that way, but I don't want to do like all the same theme in the same month. Maybe I should. I don't know. I always try to give a variety for everybody. You know, like if somebody doesn't like Garden Girls, then at least there's other paintings that they can do for the month that are provided, you know? So I don't know. I'm kind of weird about that. This is my favorite. This is the one that I just finished. Okay, there's actually going to be 2 more to my Garden Girl series. I just haven't gotten to them yet. And then this one is another one of my favorites for my Garden Girl series. But yes and no. Yes, they are going to be available, but no, they're not all available just yet. But they will be. Great question. Thank you for asking that. And something else that you would like to know, my membership, of course, you know, we always do these pop-up paint parties. I'm sure y'all know the drill by now. For those of y'all who follow, you know, like when people do challenges and stuff. After the challenge, we open up our membership group and we provide you an opportunity to come on in and join us. And I'll be glad to let you know that there is going to be another payment option for you. There's a monthly payment and there's an annual payment right now, but there's also going to be a quarterly payment as well. And the quarterly payment actually drops the price significantly per month. So you'll be glad to know that. We're not open yet. We're not opening until later on next week, but that is coming if you were interested. And yes, and we are going to be playing bingo, and that's going to start. I'm going to drop the template for that Saturday, so you'll have access to that. So in the pop-up paint party, we make sure that it's a party. We have some fun. We have games that we play. We give away prizes. We do all kind of fun stuff with everybody in there. And one of the things that we're going to be doing is in there, and you just have to accomplish certain tasks during the week. And then, yeah, you get to play bingo, and then you get an opportunity to win prizes. So it's a lot of fun. All right. My group will be open, Sherry, starting next week. We will be open for a week. Once this pop-up paint party takes place, we will open on the 27th, actually, to be exact. We are going to open the doors on August 27th. All right. Yay. Okay. All right, guys. I think that's everything that I wanted to talk to you about today. I hope you come on in and join us. Even if you don't join our membership, just get this one, man. It's only $20 and you get access to all of this stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. You can't pass it up. Even if you can't paint it during the 25th to the 28th, you've got access to it for a whole year. Plus, you get all the downloadables once you download them, they're yours forever. So I can't take those away from you. I can only take the videos down, but not the downloadables. All right, guys. Yay, thank you, Charlotte. You just joined. Where can I watch the rerun? I'm not sure what rerun. This rerun it'll stay on my Facebook page. So if you go to the Facebook page or my YouTube channel, at the top, you should see an area where it says live. And if you hit live, it will bring all of my live videos in chronological order. It'll bring them up. Y'all, there's videos in there from like 2 or 3 years ago that people don't even know exist anymore, but they're still there. Okay, so go scroll through all the live videos. You got free access to all that stuff. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I love you too, Lina. Good. We'll talk to y'all soon. I cannot wait for this party to get started. I'm so glad y'all came today. And please share the love and let people know about what's going on this side of the world. All we want to do is spread love and joy. And we do pray. We are a Christian group. We believe in God. And yeah, I guess that's it. Y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.